Land Manager is a valuable tool for working with guidance tracks and boundaries for fields. There are a couple different ways you can get into Land Manager. You can simply click on a field, click on the Land Manager icon. That will take you specifically into that field, or you can select Tools, navigate down to Land Manager, and you can go in that way as well. Notice the black area on the left-hand side, which designates the filter. The filter allows you to only look at specific items or search for specific things. For example, if I come under the filter and select Bailey's as the farm, I can see there are only 2 fields currently set up under the farm Bailey's, and I can work with just those 2 fields. Similarly, I could also just pick an individual field. Or I can search for fields with different attributes. I can look for fields with inactive boundaries. In this case, I have 0 fields with inactive boundaries. I also have 0 fields with no boundary at all. I could search through and look for fields with no guidance lines or fields with curves tracks. Sure, you have all your filters set to all. So I currently have 18 fields in my organization, and I have 9 fields that have curve tracks set up. I can also search for flags. So I have 2 fields with point flags. So the filter can be a very useful tool when trying to narrow down information. It can also quickly allow me to retire items that may not be needed. For example, if I select a curve track, I can come to the drop-down menu and only select filtered items. Then I could archive and see I'm archiving 0 fields, 0 boundaries, but 14 guidance tracks. Be careful not to select just the check mark, because I am now archiving everything instead of just my curve tracks by using the filtered list. Ensure that you uncheck and then recheck filtered before archiving. Also in the filter at the top, we have the ability to look at available items or archived or retired items. If we look through the archive list and potentially wanted to bring something back and make it available again, notice some fields have a selection tool beside the field name, others do not. This designates the whole field is currently archived, where, for example, under Koenig 11, the field name is available, but there are previous guidance tracks that have been archived that could be made available. So keep that designation in mind when looking at archive. If I wanted to bring a field out of archive, simply select the field, look at all the other attributes with it in terms of guidance lines and boundaries, and click on Make Available. Again, I am making available 1 field, 2 boundaries, 8 guidance tracks, and 1 flag. In this case, I'm not going to make them available, but if you did, simply click on Make Available, and they would return to your available list. When looking at a field, the navigation is a little bit tricky. If you hover over the field name, you'll see different icons. We have an archive icon, a create new, field details, as well as show. If I click on show, it will show the field along with all other available attributes. If I click the drop down for the field, we can see there's one active boundary named 2013, as well as 4 guidance tracks. Also, if I hover over each individual item, I have different icons I'm allowed to perform for those items as well. So I can archive a single guidance line. I have the ability to copy the line to another field. I can look at details of that line, or I can show and hide specific lines to try to better understand where they are at in the field. If on the field line, choosing archive, notice I am archiving the field name along with everything that goes with it. Close up the drop down.